Hey, Ark Republic, I'm back at the end of the month to update you on the political landscape. Remember, the last time we were together, I explained to you that Trump was broke. And that not only Trump was broke, that most of the money that he owed was to Russia. Well, at the end of January, he established what they are calling now the Board of Peace. And the Board of Peace was established, was floated as an idea back in September of 2025. And it became an actuality January of 26. 62 countries were invited, and only 26 of those 62 countries have been established. And the Board of Peace, its number one objective is to redevelop the Gaza Strip. We find that very funny, absolutely. But bigger than that, it's the countries that have accepted. Countries like Hungary, who is rich in bauxite, a mineral that's necessary for aluminum, something all of our phones are made out of. We also see countries like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, all of them in there. But the key here is that Trump is the chair of this committee, not as the head or the president of the United States, but Trump himself. And he announced that the United States will be giving the Board of Peace 10 billion. Yeah, you heard me. 10 billion with a B dollars for this project. And I thought that very interesting that it came out. This story was released by PBS on February 19th. And shortly after, Trump said that the death of PBS was necessary, right? That we need to ensure that public broadcasting facing news organizations need to go away, something that we saw pushed in the previous legislative session when Republicans came to be in charge. With that being said, we also saw this month, right, the literal barbecuing of Pam Bondi. And what struck me as I watched the testimony with her, with white men, with black legislative representatives, it was antagonistic. It was not fact driven, and she was in many ways outclassed by Jasmine Crockett, who is currently running against James Talarico in Texas to be the Democratic frontrunner for the Senate race in the state of Texas. And so what I immediately thought was not just that she was being outgunned, outclassed, and agitating when she thought she had an opening. What really struck me is how white women are often trotted out to do white men's dirt. We know that Pam Bondi is the key in many ways to keeping these Epstein files as closed and sanitized as possible. Without Pam Bondi, these Epstein files blow up, and those things ultimately hurt Trump's power grab and mineral grab around the world. Lastly, I will say at the end of these political moments here for the United States and in the world, keep your eye on the war in Iran. This war in Iran and the impending war in Iran is a strategic maneuver across the globe. As we are seeing the world go back to regionalism, where regional identities are important. We're seeing this across Africa. We are seeing this in Europe. We are seeing this even in South Asia. I want you to keep your eye to what that would mean for Iran if regionalism reigns. Who would Iran align with, and how would that be dangerous for these United States? With that being said, I also believe that we are going to see, or we are seeing, a re-entrenchment back to states' rights, right, as the federal government and Trump is falling apart. And so that what's happening on the global stage of the return to regionalism by countries is something that is also, that re-entrenchment is happening here in the United States, with more and more power being shifted to the states. We saw it with Gavin Newsom when Trump decided to leave the World Health Organization. Gavin Newsom, the governor for the state of California, often seen as, or would be analogous to then the president of the state of California, rejoins that organization not even a week after Trump leaves it. So we are seeing that these global phenomenons are having immediate United States effects. So I can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to see and talk with you again next month about what I'm seeing politically across the United States and around the world.